Hi viewers and my dear recipients. Today we are going to discuss accounting principles. How we are in a sequence mode we are going about the accountancy, that is introduction to accounting. And this introduction to accounting we are going to discuss the accounting principles. GAAP has given a definition about the accounting principles. General agreement and accepting principles. According to that, what are the accounting principles? Before I am going into these principles, just we revise the accountancy definition. The accountancy refers to the subject knowledge of accounting, which covers rules, regulations, frames, concepts and conventions. So the GAAP, which is the general accounting agreement principles, GAAP, which is there, has given a definition. If a businessman is investing money in business and he started a business, he has to follow some rules and regulations. And whatever the business he started, that should be uniform. The accounting method should be uniform. Means the accounting method which is introduced by the Luca Fazioli, that same method has to be followed. So to follow the method, it may be investing money or continuation of the period or recording the transaction or any other thing. Certain principles, certain rules and regulations must be followed. So that is called accounting principles. And these accounting principles covers two. One is accounting concepts, another one is accounting conventions. And in that, accounting concepts, first we discuss about accounting concepts. Concepts are nothing but assumptions, with some conditions to run a business, to start a business, or to invest money in a business. While recording the transactions of the businessman has to follow certain conditions, certain rules and regulations. Those are called accounting concepts, and also called here accounting accounting concepts also called assumptions. So in our intermediate level, around there are 12 or 10 accounting concepts are there. One by one we go to discuss. First concept is business entity concept. What is this business entity concept? Entity means an initiative. The meaning of entity is called an initiative. A businessman investing money in business, he should show his initiative towards the business. According to this concept, what the concept condition said here, according to this concept, businessman is separated. Businessman is separated. Means all the transactions which are done by the business, which are having in business, while recording the transactions of the particular business must be followed as per the business point of view only, but not as per the businessman point of view. Suppose I will take you one example. Suppose X is a businessman. He invested money in a business, 1 lakh rupee. Okay. So this concept says what here? While observing any transaction, while recording any transaction, the transaction must be recorded point of view the business, but not point of view the businessman. That's the concept. Okay now. Why? Because here X what happened? X did what here? X invested money in the business. Then business point of view we have to think, but not the point of X. Suppose we thought, suppose the point of X, it will go wrong. Means it will deviate the accounting rules and accounting concepts here. And what happened? Similarly, X invested money in the business, and as he is for his home purpose, he purchased for refrigerator for 15,000. He purchased a refrigerator for 15,000. Then here, while recording the transaction in the business, only the transaction which is connected to the business are recorded. Means businessman is separated. While observing the transaction, while recording the transaction, we should not think in favor of the businessman. We should think in favor of the business only. That it is very important concept. After a year, what happens means here, while there will be a journal and there will be a ledger in the upcoming classes. The student, while recording the transaction, he observed in front of you the businessman. That is wrong. So, as an accountancy student, these concepts are must. As an accounting student, we have to know the concepts. Then only we can understand the problems very clearly and we record the transaction. We enter the transaction in favor of the business only. Okay, now it is clear. Now come to double aspect concept. Double aspect concept is also called dual aspect concept. According to this concept said what here, every transaction, according to this concept, every transaction has two folds, means two ways are there. Aspects are called here benefits. Aspects are called here what here? Benefits. Means here, while recording the transaction in the business accounts, a particular transaction which is going to be recorded, it should be observed in a two ways, in a two folds. One is the receiving benefit, means here one is receiving, another one is giving. That is, the system says here double aspect concept or dual aspect concept. Every transaction has two folds, means two parts. One aspect is called receiving aspect, another aspect is called giving aspect. Why this type of the aspect, why it was divided? That is also very important. Suppose a kirana businessman is there. He is running a business. One customer came and asked for 1 kg of sugar. Okay. Then transaction has done. Means the business sold 1 kg sugar. Right, okay, for 60 rupees per kg. The transaction has done. This transaction, according to this concept, must be observed in two folds. One is what is receiving? 60 rupees is receiving. What is giving? Sugar is giving. It should be, must be equal to receiving must be equal to giving. Suppose we have not followed the dual aspect concept as per the single entry method, only one is recorded, then the businessman will get a confusion and the business transaction will be confused. So, dual aspect concept is also very useful and very important. And come to money measurement concept. This is the third concept. Money measurement concept. Measuring. You know the meaning of measuring very well. According to this concept, every transaction which has been done in the business, the transaction directly or indirectly should be connected to money or money's worth. So whatever the transaction has done, it should be measured in the terms of money only. Then only the transaction is recorded. That is a condition. Suppose a transaction has done which is not connected to money, then the transaction will not be recorded. And the transaction, the condition says that every transaction must be measured with money. And that is called money measurement concept. So this is, I will say you this business entity concept and money measurement concept, which are the two concepts are there. These are very, very important of fundamental of accounting. These are called fundamentals of accounting. These are very, one is business entity concept. What the concept is said here, businessman is separated. And money measurement concept is saying what here, every transaction must be measured with money only. Those transactions only recorded. Okay now come to accounting period concept. What the concept says here, this accounting period concept. A businessman invested money in the business and he wants to run the business for particular duration. That particular duration is called a period. That is a period of 12 months period. What the condition saying, the accounting condition is saying what here, a businessman recording the transactions in the accounting books, it should follow a period. That is called accounting period concept. Means here, that particular period of 12 months, the accounting periods are in two types. One is calendar year, second one is financial year. One is calendar year and the second one is financial year. According to accounting period concept, suppose a businessman followed calendar year, it will begin from January end to December. That is calendar. Suppose a particular businessman has to pay the taxes to the government, then he cannot follow the calendar year. He, according to his wish, he follows the financial year. The financial year begins in April of this year and end by the March of next financial next year. That is called accounting period concept. Okay. And now next we come to cost concept. What the cost concept is said. According to this concept, every transaction which may be the asset or liability or an expenditure, especially this cost concept is recorded, is related to the recording of the assets. What the cost concept has said, if a particular asset has purchased, while purchasing the asset or while purchasing a particular category of goods, we purchases for on the cost basis. So, after purchasing the asset, while recording the asset transaction in the accountancy book, that must be recorded on the cost basis only. Accrual cost basis, cost should be recorded. Here the reference of the cost concept means asset purchased for 1 lakh. Then, or any good purchased for 1 lakh. The particular good which is purchased for 1 lakh can be sold. After later it will be sold, but selling price is different and cost price is different. While purchasing the asset, after purchase the asset or good, it should be recorded on the cost basis. Whenever it will be sold in the market, should be recorded on the sale price basis. That the cost concept explains us. Suppose here what will happen is here, I will give you one example. Goods purchased 10,000 rupees. Goods purchased for 10,000 rupees. But these goods are supposed to be sold in the market, it will go for 12,000. Suppose at the time of purchasing the goods, suppose we recorded it as 12,000. At the time of purchasing the good, suppose we recorded it as 12,000. Then purchasing cost will be how much here? 10,000 means cash went out 10,000, but we recorded it as a 12,000. Then cash shows minus 2,000 balance. Minus 2,000 balance it will show. The cost concept is saying one here, while in a particular asset which is recorded, should be recorded on the cost basis only. Purchased for how much? 10,000. Then record 10,000 only. You are selling for 12,000. At the time of selling, you record sold goods value is 12,000. Then you will get the profit 12,000 minus 10,000. 2,000 will be the profit. 2,000 will be the what here? Profit is recorded. Okay. Now go for going concern concept. But the name it implies. You observe here. Going concern. Concern means a firm or any business entity is called a concern. Okay now, going concern. According to this condition, the accounting concept saying what here, business man invested money in the business and started business and running the business for a particular year, it should be continued one. Whatever the business he started, it should not be stopped within the accounting period. It should be continued. It should be continued. Then we can say that accounting concept has applied. So the going concern mean here what here? The business must be continued. I will tell you one example. In my home, there is an old scooter is there. What I did? I sold the scooter for 5,000. It cost was 4,000. Okay. It cost was how much here? 4,000. But I sold the scooter for 5,000. So I got the profit of 1,000. It is not called a business. Selling of scooters supposed to be continued. Not only one. So many scooters are sold in the particular financial year or continued for the next financial year, then it called a business. It is a going, then it will be named as going concern concept. Okay, now in this class we discussed the 6 accounting concepts. In the latter class we discuss about the conventions. Okay, right, thank you.